So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Hatchet. This is a 2006 flick horror movie, and on the DVD, I don't know if you can see it here, but it says Old School American Horror. This is what the DVD looks like. Yeah, Old School American. Well, you get the idea. I don't know why they put that on there. I guess because the director was a big fan of Friday the 13th and The Thing when he was a kid, 8 years old, whenever that was, back in the early 80s. And I guess his name is Adam Green. This is his first movie. Back in 2006, I put this on my Netflix queue because the YouTube trailer appealed to me. And this is an Anchor Bay. This is another Anchor Bay deal. I don't know why it took so long to move its way up the queue. 6 years. I finally got around to Netflix. Finally got around to shipping it to me. I guess it was in my save queue for a while. But anyway, that's how I got turned on to this. It's about some swamp dude, Victor Crowley, who looks like a castle freak, and I guess when Victor Crowley was a kid, all the other kids used to tease him because he looks like castle freak, and some kids dressed up in Halloween masks. They threw like firecrackers, sparklers, or something inside the Victor Crowley's cabin. The place caught on fire. Victor Crowley was trying to escape. His pops came home with a hatchet, and Victor Crowley's body was up against the door, and his pops smacked him in the head through the door with the hatchet. And then supposedly his ghost was supposed to be in the swamp, and so there are some young-looking guys partying in New Orleans. There's this one dude. His name is Ben. He's kind of tall and skinny, and he's got this African American friend. Forget the dude's name, but like they're getting drunk. They're checking out boobies because supposedly it's supposed to help Ben forget about getting dumped by his ex-girlfriend for another dude. And some of the jokes are kind of lame at the beginning. Ben doesn't really dig looking at women's boobies and getting drunk. He thinks it's dumb. He wants to go on a swamp tour. So he manages to convince the African American dude to come along, even though he'd rather check out boobies and get drunk. So they go on this swamp tour. I guess they're in New Orleans. They go across the Mississippi border to the Mississippi Bayou, and that's where this Victor Crowley ghost lives. And so there's this Asian dude who's quite funny. I cracked up a couple times at this dude who takes all these people on this boat tour. So it's supposed to be like a spook swamp. He's trying to say that there's ghosts from the water vapor, and yeah, the boat hits a rock, and there's a chick on the boat. She was the daughter of Robert Englund. I forgot to mention at the beginning, Robert Englund makes an appearance with his son. Like it's almost like a cameo appearance. They're fishing out on the boat, and and it's really dark, and both of them get killed by Victor Crowley. You don't actually see Victor Crowley until later, but there's a lot of gore in this. And so Robert Englund's daughter is on the Swamp Boat tour later on with Ben and his African American friend. There's like this fake Girls Gone Wild producer dude who he tries to fake like he's a movie producer, but then later on we find out that he's got a fake name and a fake business card. He's just getting his jollies doing video on these two really stupid so-called actresses. They're like showing their boobies and kissing each other. There's a lot of boobies in this, by the way, and a couple of really hot babes. Robert Englund's daughter is hot, and one of the not the blondie, but the other girl looks pretty hot too. One of the Girls Gone Wild hotties looks like she has fake boobs too. So anyway, they're on this boat. The boat crashes into a rock, and so they got to walk around the swamp where Victor Crowley's ghost is. So they pretty much shoot. The thing that I liked about it was that Robert Englund's rather comely-looking daughter actually was smart enough to pack a gun. She shoots Victor Crowley, and you can shoot this dude. You can put a stick through his shoulder or his neck. You can light him on fire, and he still keeps coming back, which is cool. So that's about it. I mean, there's a lot of gore and blood squirting. Kind of reminded me of Baby Cart with all the blood squirting. But yeah, there's that. I don't know why for the life of me, I don't know why they called it old school American horror. The only reason I could think of was because the director dude was a big time horror fanatic when he was growing up as a kid. So I guess that's where he got all his ideas from. And there's some really annoying Marilyn Manson music in this, like industrial music. I hate Marilyn Manson industrial stuff. It kind of sounds like music in Twisted Metal video games. Anyway, so there's that, and yeah, cool movie. I gave it 5 stars. I thought it was fun. So that's the end of my review. Now I'm going to watch Bad Dreams from 1982, I think. Anyways, laters.